Hello, people. I'm on time, I think, for the first time since ever. I don't know if that means that I'm prepared, but I'm on time. I should have put this over earlier. Whoa. Oh, I see chat, but I can't read it. Apple pie. Nope, you're late. Oh, whoa. Hey, my computer says 4:03. But well, right now my oven says 4. I was on time. And then I ruined it. I guess it's fated for me to not be on time. Hi guys. Thanks for joining. I'm so excited for apple pie. I think the best part about this is my husband, I don't think he eats apple pie. So, it's all mine. Okay, so we're gonna start with the pie crust, and then, oh. So I couldn't bake stream today, my camps got really weird. Ooh, did the smoke mess up your stuff? Oh, it rained up here. Did it rain for you guys? I hope it cleared up. It cleared up like a lot. No, like really weird. Huh. I'll have to watch that later. Alrighty, so we're gonna start off with the pie crust. So we need 2.5 cups of flour. The flour. Actually, I guess half cup 3 times. Right? No. Okay, don't do that. Because then I'm gonna mess up. So 2.5 cups. 1. I don't like the spooned and level stuff. 2.5. So I wish I had the weights, but alas. Teaspoon of sugar and a teaspoon of salt. Your cams didn't get hacked, did they? It glitches like a horror film. Oh, jeez. That's scary. Maybe they got hacked by a ghost. I hope that you get it figured out. I don't know if webcams are any more accessible yet. I hope you guys are all having a good weekend. By the way, yeah, teaspoon of salt. Ice water. Now, usually when I bake stuff, I like, you know, put the butter out first and let it like kind of get to room temperature. But with pie, you want to start out with cold butter. That's what my link is, by the way. A little disturbing. This isn't some elaborate Halloween gag, is it? We're gonna click it and it's gonna be like a jump scare. Okay, so I've sifted the flour, a little bit of sugar and the salt. Since it's a pie crust, we don't need any leavening ingredients. So let me actually get a little dry. I may start cooking on this stream a little bit more, just because. I mean, I already make my own baked goods out of nowhere, or for no reason. Like, for example, today I made brownies and they're delicious. Did I need brownies? No. And I made them. But I figure at least if I make random baked goods throughout the week and then cook on stream, maybe... I don't know. No scare, I swear. Usually, rhymes make me feel better, but no, just joking. Kinda want to see it now, but I'm busy. So with the butter, we're gonna start off with it like kind of cubed up. So what we want to do is we want to kind of distribute the butter pretty evenly within the flour. So I'm breaking them up. I'm throwing them in the flour. I don't know why I'm saying it funny, but it's funny. Makes me think of my mom. It's better just to cut them up like this. It must be warm in here. I swear I just brought these up. It's better to cut them up like this prior rather than starting out with like a big old clump of butter and then trying to work it in. Just won't be as even. Well, I made some over-healthy tamagoyaki lately. Added matcha, garlic, cayenne pepper, turmeric, and cinnamon. Don't worry, the cinnamon is overpowered by the other spices, but cinnamon is good for you, so put it in. Oh, tamagoyaki with matcha in it? I would have to try that. That doesn't sound very appealing to be. Interesting. It's like a spicy tamagoyaki. Okay. Excuse me. So we're gonna get it mixing. So the recipe that I had tells you to do it in a whatchamacallit, food processor, which you can if you want, but I mean, the mixer works just as well. Food processor might work better, maybe a little bit, since it'll cut into the butter and stuff, but I mean, eventually this will work. Tamagoyaki with just matcha tastes like tamagoyaki that's haunted by a tiny bit of grass. Oh no, that doesn't sound very good at all. You're not really selling this. So with the spices, it's spicy grass. So I'm gonna let that go. We're gonna need flour for the bench, table, the surface. Just put a little bit in the shank. So we can kind of see it starting to break up a little bit. Just a tiny bit. Keep going. Since there's no liquids in this, it doesn't matter that we mix it a lot. It's not like the gluten will form. Make sure shiny ties. Oh man, I haven't been feeling 100% all day, and then again on stream, and now I feel better. I don't know what it is about streaming. It's fun. Okay, let's check out the dough now. Ooh, that's better. You can see now, there's one little big one right there, but there's lots of little pieces of butter now. See this little one here by my thumb on the bottom left? It's about ready. You could probably stop here if you wanted to. But I'm gonna go just a little bit more because we don't want big chunks of butter, and there's still a good number of chunkies. Da, 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 da. For some reason, I'm kind of craving McDonald's apple pie right now. That sounds really good, actually. Sometimes it really hits the spot. It doesn't quite taste like an apple pie, but it's McDonald's is its own like type of food. Hi, Sophie. There we go. So we want them to be kind of like pea-sized. Those are chunks of butter. It's okay to have like different sizes and stuff, but as long as on average they're pretty small. They're like the size of like my fingernail, I guess. There's one that's a little bit big. Okay, so now at this point we want to add ice water, and again we're gonna start everything cold. Oh wait, 425. 425. I always forget the oven. I found a big guy in there, so it's just Yeah, so we started with cold butter. We also want to have cold water for when we add our liquid. So they said 6 to 8. So you always want to start off lesser. Don't go too hard. That's 1, 2, 3. That's 6. Okay. And yes, I'm using my hands a lot. That's because, I mean, I haven't made pie dough in a very long time, but pie dough is all about feel. Okay. So, pie dough will be ready when you squish it and it stays together. So that's about good. Let's see. So we want to try it with like the really crumbly stuff, right? And you squish it. Okay, yeah, comes together. Perfect. Ish perfect. 6 was enough. You can always add more water. I guess you could always add more flour too. Oh goodness gracious. Okay, wait, I'm gonna take these off. Okay, let's get this guy out of the way. Oh, that's a lot of. Wait, I wanna catch up to the chat. You guys are so lively today, thank you. Lurk, bye Barber. Barber? Viking? Viking. I meant to say Viking, but Barber came out. Whatever. Da -da -da -da. You can't taste the grass, but it's like you're eating tamagoyaki while sitting on top of fresh cut grass. McDonald's doesn't use real apples, just like their chicken nuggets or just the pink paste. LMAO. Yep, it's its own food group. Yep. I thought they don't use the pink paste anymore, but I mean, are we gonna believe everything they tell us? Okay, so I'm gonna flour my surface. Get all of the dough off my apero. Oops. Niners didn't lose today, so I'm in a livelier mood. But we lost hella players to injury, so a part of me wants to die. You should play for them. Figure you'd be sad just being a 49ers fan. In general, oops. That's funny. Okay, so we're gonna dump everything out onto the table. And yes, it looks like a crumbly mess. That's alright. Let's get everything out of the thing. Okay, and then we're gonna separate it into 2. Get some flour over there too. That's about 2, right? I guess I could have weighed it. So, putting it together. I guess this. There you go. Okay. So, we're just gonna knead it together just a little bit. Not too much because we don't want it to get overworked. I'm wondering now if this is a little bit dry. So what I'm doing is I'm just gonna put just like a little bit, just a little on the dough, and then just a little. Wish it didn't get on the table. That's a little bit better. 2020 is the worst year. It's been alright. It's been simultaneously the worst year and the most productive for me, personally. I mean, I'm not gonna deny that it's been, you know, it's been pretty shit. But growth doesn't happen when you're comfortable. A little bit of water in there. Wish I was a little taller. If I was like this tall, I would have that bar fight. Second guessing my pie dough. I should put it back. More water. But if it's too much water, it'll get not crumbly. We'll see. Pie dough is such that you can fudge it a little, just a little. We shall see. Okay, so I'm gonna wrap these up. I'm gonna throw them in the fridge, and then we will prepare our apples. Doesn't have to be all that tightly wrapped. Okay, we're gonna throw these in the fridge while we prepare our apples. Oh my gosh, I want to eat cheesecake. I don't even have cheesecake off screen. Big old piece of cheesecake. I wish I had one of those apple peelers. You like stick an apple onto it, and yet there's a crank that you turn, and then it just peels the apple. Alas, we do not. See. Get all the stickers off. Okay, so for apple pie, you kind of want to use apples that are more tart, so that when you add like the sugar and stuff while you're cooking it, it doesn't get overly sweet. They're tart. The tartness of the apples will balance out the sweetness. I changed my recipe for the apples, so I may have too many now, but that's fine. Better to have more than not enough. Nice. Nice sticker. Are you? Oh, you should use the new smug sticker. Or sticker emoji. Ew. What is the best way to peel an apple? I know with a peeler, but should I cut him first and then peel him, or peel him first? Guess I'll peel him first. Guess I'll show you what I'm doing too. Ha ha ha. How do you guys like it? Isn't it so cute? Guess I can always just wipe it off. Just like the real you. I hope so. So this is just a regular peeler. Could use a knife too, but this would probably be a lot easier and safer. And I'm just gonna put it against the thing. The apple. And then I'm just gonna pull towards my thumb. But not on my thumb, hopefully. Doesn't have to be perfect. You can always get the other stuff later. Just go around and around and around. So there's just little spots. Just peel them off. Try to get the top off as well. That's what he said. Get as much of the skin off as we can. Oops. So I need, was it 2.5 pounds? 2.5 pounds of apples, and that's without the core, so I'm gonna have to peel a few and then see where we is from there. Luckily this thing is super sharp, so it doesn't take too much effort to peel. But if you're having a hard time, you can always do like a little bit of a sawing motion. But likely just pulling it. Just pulling is working for me. Ooh, so with apple pies, there are two kinds of filling, I guess. So there's filling that's like... So you basically have raw apples, and then you put like the sugar sauce or cinnamon, whatever, cinnamon sauce over the apples, and then you bake them like that. And what you end up with is a pie that has apples that are still slightly raw, slightly crunchy, so it, you know, has a bit of a texture. I don't like that, personally. I like to cook my apples first in like sugar, syrup, or sugar, cinnamon, lemon, all that stuff. That way, when you bite into the apple pie, it's just soft and yummy. There's no crunch except for, you know, maybe I have an addiction to coarse sugar, like the crunch from the crunchy texture you get from sugar. So I'm gonna put coarse sugar later, but if the apples are still raw in apple pie for me, I don't know. I don't agree. I hope the audio balance is fine. I guess my honey bunny would tell me. Bunny. Let's start with 5 apples and see. I wish I had one of those apple core things, and then it'll cut the wedges. I guess I could have bought one today. Oh wells. Don't know how often I'll be making apple pie. Well, unless this ends up being really freaking good. I love apple pie. It's just that a lot of the time they're not very good. They're okay. Okay. Start with these 5. Fancy knife. So, with these, I'm just gonna cut as close to the core as I can, all the way through. Once you get a flat side, you may as well use that. That way it's nice and stable. Again, get as close to the core as you can. And you know you'll know you're too close to the core if you start seeing this stuff. Like I was just barely, maybe it was a little bit too close, but that's okay. Now, since these ones we're gonna cook, I want to keep them a little bit thicker, like thicker chunks. If this was a type of apple pie where I was gonna keep everything, like keep it raw, I would cut it into thin slices. There we go. Someday I'll learn to speak. But all I'm gonna do, just cut into wedges like that, and then maybe I will just do like that. Ooh, those are good. Considering I just had a bite of cheesecake and they weren't too sour, these are good. That's exciting. So, about 2-inch cubes. Can you call these cubes? Whatever shape they is. We don't want them too small. We don't want them too big. So remember, get a flat side. May as well use it to your advantage. So some of the pieces still have a little bit of skin, so I'm just gonna get rid of that. Don't think it matters all that much, but since it's a pie, learned my lesson about being lazy about skin. Made scalloped potatoes, and I didn't peel the potatoes before I scalloped them. They're so ugly. Tasted really good, but they're ugly. Oh shoot, I am not weighing it. 2.5 pounds. It's about 11 ounces. There's 16 ounces to a pound. These don't have to be perfectly anything cut or anything, since they're gonna get cooked and break down a bit. We're gonna need more apples. Because we're only about a pound now. I am double guessing dish. It says. Okay, I gotta look at this. I hope the stupid recipe wasn't like, oh, 2.5 pounds of apples prior to coring and wedging. 5 large honey crisps. And that was what, like 5? Eh. That just means we're gonna cook them down real good. I gotta sharpen my knifey. I feel like this is a lot of apple. So I'm not even at just about 2 pounds. I'd do another apple. Oh, oops. 1 pound, 13 ounces. Trying to rush a little bit so that the scale doesn't reset, but I guess I can just shove it over. Oh my gosh, you guys, it's almost Canadian Thanksgiving. I'm definitely gonna make turkey on stream. It's gonna take forever, but it's 2 pounds. I'm really starting to think they meant 2 pounds prior to cutting. which would be stupid. That's really good. Oh wait, not yet. So it's not quite 2.5 pounds, but honestly, it's a lot of apple. Considering this is my pie plate. We're just gonna get the spices and stuff ready and like thickening agents. 2 tablespoons of flour. Two teaspoons of cornstarch. Oh, that's it. 3/4 cups of sugar. A teaspoon of salt. Half a teaspoon of cinnamon and 1/4 nutmeg. Maybe a little bit less than 1/4. It says allspice, but I don't have any allspice. Do. Get that all mixed up together. Cinnamon sugar is so beautiful and so delicious. Let's get that mostly mixed in together. Cool, that works. Okay. We're gonna melt some butter. So heat up the pan. I'm gonna eat some cheesecake. Suppose I should tidy up a little. Lemon juice. So the recipe that I'm using says to use apple cider vinegar, but I don't have any, so I'm just gonna use lemon juice. Okay. We're gonna melt butter, and we don't want the pan to get too hot, so start it a bit. There's not enough lighting. It's a little bit better. We're just letting it melt. Okay. And then I'm gonna put the heat to about medium-ish. I'm really doubting these apples, man. So don't do what I just did. So if you're gonna be pouring stuff into something that's gonna splash, pour it away from you like that, so that when it splashes, hopefully it doesn't get on you. Anyway, let's see. I heard a thingy. Heavy Dirty Souls, thank you for the host. Right? Host? Is it a host or a raid? I don't know. Thank you. Either way. It's kind of funny. Ah. May as well dump it all in. There's only a few left anyway. I'm gonna eat one. So when these are done, we want it to cool down as quickly as possible. So I'm gonna set up an oven tray, whatever the heck it's called. I wonder if this will be big enough at this point. I guess it doesn't have to be super. Okay. So I'm going to keep my eye on this, obviously. Okay, I'm not gonna put the spices in just yet. I'm gonna give the apples a chance to cook down and all of that a little bit first. So I'm gonna get this covered really, really well. You keep it moving so nothing burns. Okay, good. And then just because I have one from earlier, I'm gonna put parchment. Oh wait, where'd my parchment go? Yeah, I think so. Okay. Parchment paper is my favorite. I know I put foil in it, but that's so that it doesn't touch the actual tray. So, it's been super... Hang on, I'm gonna eat this first. So it's been super smoky here for the past little while. And we finally got some rain the other night. Rainstorm. Thunderstorm. And it's finally cleared up. But it's also cold as heck now. Which is kind of why I was in the mood to make apple pie. Fall is around the corner, my friends. Ah, it's looking good. So the more it cooks, the softer they get, and you can kind of see them start to not melt, reduce a little bit. Turn it up. No. Tempted to put a little bit more butter in, but okay, so this is next. Sometimes I put stuff in the oven as storage, and then I forget about it before preheating the oven. Hehe. Ah. Interesting. There we go. Now it's cooking. Oops. Once we add the sugar and all that, it'll be easier to burn, which is why I'm gonna cook the apples a little bit more first. Oops. Ouch. Starting to get soft. Starting. Dang it. Good thing we had a lot of apples. That's it again. I hope that you guys are all having a good day so far and that you've had a good weekend. I feel like mine's been alright. Let's see. I don't know, I don't really do anything. And then I don't have a very good memory. I don't know what's happening. Who am I? Where is this place? I suppose worst case I don't have to put the entire thing into the whatchamacallit. Ooh, I could save it and make like little apple pie cups or something like that. Wonder if me slices is too big. Well, the other one says wedges, so it's like, I mean like the big things. These are smaller than the big things, so it should be fine. I guess, see, I'm starting to think now, I wonder if I should have minced the apples or something first. Maybe not quite minced. Okay, I think pretty soon here we'll be able to add the cinnamon sugar and stuff. Once I add that sugar, it's gonna be it's gonna smell really, really good. I'm losing all the apples. Damn it. Okay, so I'm gonna turn the heat down a little. Well, let's see. Maybe a little bit more. Never mind. I take that back. Just gonna cook it down just a little bit more. And they're like getting softer and softer, but obviously since they're thicker, the middles are still gonna be a little bit harder. And like I said, I don't want to have like the raw apples in there, so we're just gonna keep on cooking them. Hehehe. People who make memes are very creative. Very, very, very creative. Oh yeah. Go. They look like tiny potatoes. Okay, so now I'm gonna turn the heat down a little bit. Let's give it a minute. Okay, so I'm not gonna dump this in. And do it slowly. Ish. That way hopefully it doesn't quite, like, you know, reach the bottom. Oh, damn, that smells good. No, it smells so good. A little bit at a time. Oh my god. I could make multiple pies with this, honestly. Holy crap, you guys. Use this thing, get all the sugar, all the cinnamon, all the goodness. Oop. No! Ouch. I was gonna eat that, but I guess not. Don't know if you guys can see it on the webcam. You can see a sauce kind of coating the apples now. That was so good. That little thing that I just ate. I feel like I could add something else. Just keep that a little lower. Whoops! No! Sorry, friends. Not about that. Ooh. So, I know I've said it before, but if you're ever trying to add a flavor to something but you're not 100% sure, if it'll go together. Smell them together. Oh yeah. I wanted a little bit of more spicy in there, so I'm thinking cloves. Maybe a pinch of cloves, 1/16 of a teaspoon. So we really don't want cloves can like overpower pretty quick. So throw that in there. I might turn the heat down a little bit extra just because it's sugar, and I really don't want it to burn. Oh, cloves was a good idea. Fudge yeah. Fudge yeah, friends! Oh wait, I guess I should fix this so you guys can actually see. Ooh, the sauce is like slightly simmering and stuff. Oh my goodness gracious, friends! That was so good. Why do you tease us so? Hi, Flubby! Flubby, Flubby, Flubby. Sam, you know, since the world is all, you know, stopped and stuff, and wait, you're not working yet, right? You can always come over and stay over till the world goes back to normal. You don't have any time constraints or anything. Like for me, if I spend 6 months outside of the US, it negates my green card. So if I spend 5 months and then come back and then spend another 5, it's fine, but oh my goodness gracious. Okay, I think it's a little too low now, so I'm gonna put it back up a little bit. I want it to be simmering. Is slightly. Should not be impatient. I'm not allowed to come over. My mom said she doesn't like your mom, so I'm not allowed to come over. In adult terms, the borders are closed until late October. I was gonna say, I'm like, wait a minute, Sam. I don't know if you're... I mean, I'm sure your mom's met my mom, but I don't think they really... If they passed each other on the street, I'm not sure that they'd recognize each other. Oh yeah. So I was actually... Okay, well... Never mind. I guess it's different with me coming into Canada. Because I could technically be like, oh, my family's here. Let me through. I am a Canadian citizen. Okay, I'm gonna let that cook a little bit more. My mom says to make real friends. Mine too, Flubbier. My mom already knows I'll just never make friends. She's given up on me. Just joking, if my mom ever watches this. Okay, so keep cooking that down. Okay, so I'm gonna bring the pie dough out. And I am thinking it might be a little too dry, but we'll see. Okay, wait, let's see. Troubleshooting pie dough. Pie dough to crumble. Okay. Yep. Guess I just kept it. Add more liquid like I was earlier. But I brought it out of the fridge to get it kind of a little bit more. I don't want to say room temperature because the reason we put it in the fridge is because we don't want it to be room temperature. Let's make it a little easier to mess with. More malleable. I kind of want to mash the apples. Now I know for next time I would like smaller chunks. Well, I better decide after we cook it in the oven and stuff. Just trying to get all the apples nice and coated. Because there's a difference between an apple that has been coated with like the sugar mixture and an apple that's been cooked in the sugar mixture. You know? So we want them to be cooked in the sugar mixture. And the difference is the flavor gets like straight through to the apple. You can try it if you ever make mac and cheese. Try the difference between you would have to change up the recipe a little bit. But see the difference between mac and cheese where the macaroni was cooked separately and then that was like thrown in with the cheese or whatever versus dry macaroni that's thrown into the sauce. Makes a difference. I feel like the term you're thinking of is slightly chilled or slightly below room temp, but I don't know. I don't know. I just want it to be malleable. That's the term I'm looking for. Okay, so I mean we're gonna cook it a little bit more anyway. So we're gonna lower it even more, just a bit. And then we're gonna put in the flour and cornstarch mixture. And this is gonna thicken the sauce that's on the spoon and stuff a little bit more. We're just gonna do a little bit at a time. Lower. So this will help make it more like a syrup rather than like a sauce, I suppose. Crap, I think that last addition's gonna... Well, actually, no. See, now you can see it really, like, thick. Oh, yeah. That's the good stuff. You want to mix it really well because we don't want chunks of flour. We don't want chunks of cornstarch. Or do we? Haha, just joking. And the more it cooks, less it will be. Less it will be. The more it cooks. I don't know what I'm trying to say. There will be less volume. It'll keep reducing. Because I was worried about it fitting in my little pie plate, but now I'm good. Yeah, now I'm good. See? Look at that. Goopy. Bloop, bloop, bloop. Oh yeah. That's the good shit. Oops. Someone shamed me. Sam, I've been doing a better job at shaming myself and keeping myself accountable. Shame on me for not doing it before. Okay, sweet. Okay, so we're gonna... Oh wait, it said 3 to 5 minutes. That hasn't been quite... Look at it! It's nice and thick now and gloopy. Gloopy's not the best word, but... I mean... Get the junk off the sides of the... What? Leave it for a minute. Be gone, Twitch Thought. Wait, who's the Twitch Thought? Me? Hey man, it's good you're working to improve yourself. It's hard to make changes, but it's good you're keeping it up. Thanks, Sam! That's so sweet of you to say. I am trying. Some days are hard, but all you can do is keep on trying. Alright. So now it looks like if I cook it anymore, it might burn because it's starting to peel off of the pot. The bottom of the pot. Okay, so I'm gonna turn the heat off. And oh my god, it looks so good. I'm gonna throw the lemon juice in. Give it a nice little mix. And the lemon juice is just gonna help, like, before we threw the lemon juice in, I mean, it was nice and thick and gloopy and yummy, but the lemon juice will help it from getting too... what you say? How you say? Too gloopy. Official terms right there. Medical terms. Gloopy. Okay. So now I'm gonna... Instead of leaving it in the pot where it'll take forever to cool, I'm gonna put it on a tray. You can see. Put it on the tray. Get all the delicious goodness off of the sides, the bottom. Now the point of this is having it spread out will make it cool down a little bit faster. And then put it over here so it's not on top of the hot oven. Da, 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 da. Okay. Actually, I'm gonna put this over. That looks so freaking good. Flour the surface, flour the rolling pin. Okay, we're gonna take one of the balls of dough. Apparently they're called a disc. It looks dry. Darn it. I should have done a little bit more earlier. It's so dry. Okay. How to fix dry dough? You just put more water. trying to see if I can roll it out a little tiny bit. Maybe not. Put a bit of water. I wish I realized earlier. The pie crust will probably not be the best, but you guys will never know. Okay, there we go. Need too much more. So, we want to roll it out to about 12 inches in diameter. Even though our pie plate is only 9 inches, you want to take into account the upper rim part of it. I also can't roll worth sheet. I kind of figured it out when I was doing like the fondant, the balloons, but this is different. It's supposed to be a circle. What do you guys think? Circular? Shame! Did I? See, I need you, Sam, to keep me accountable, because I don't even know when I do it. Oops. This pie dough may or may not turn out. See the gluten. The gluten. What do you think, guys? Circular? Might work. It just might work. Soapy. Don't laugh at me. Circular. We're gonna fudge this, but it will work. Fudge like that. Ha ha ha. Fudge like that. Ah ha ha. Take some over here. So if you were a better baker than me, you wouldn't need to do this, but I'm basically just patching up the edges a little bit. The instructions said to leave a little bit of overhang, but I really, for the most part, I don't have a choice to not have an overhang. But now, my instructions didn't say to bake the bottom yet, but let's see, why bake pie crust for filling? That's what it's me saying. Whenever I try and roll something into a circular shape, they usually turn out more rectangular. Rolling isn't my strong suit either. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know how anybody can really, like, do it so well. Teddy Homeboy, I don't know if he's here, but he watches sometimes. He was in my baking class, and he can freaking roll. If you tell him to roll a rectangle, he rolls a rectangle. You tell him to roll a square, he'll roll a square. You tell him to roll a circle, it's a circle, not like a Martha circle. It's like a circle. It's like a real people circle. Blind baking. Ba -ba -ba. I've always baked my pie crust before doing this stuff, but I don't have any pie weights. I don't really feel like dealing with. So, just trimmed off the edges. Trim off a little bit more. Just trying to get as much excess off as possible. So I'm gonna do a lattice. If I should do that. I wouldn't want to do the... So you can either use pie weights, or you can use, apparently this is called docking, but this is how I learned. And I'm okay with that. So, what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna bake it for a little bit. Oop. Let's see, about 5 minutes. Okay, and then while that's baking, let's get this stuff over here. Let's get our other dough. Ooh. Oh. No, I thought I had a roller. That would suck if I don't. Crap, I swear I had a roller. Ba 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 ba. Let's see. I do have one. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? There. Sorry if this is like super noisy, you guys. Really? It doesn't have a roller? There's... those things? Dang. That sucks. If I were a fancier person, I would have a fluted rolling thingy. I swear I have one though, darn it. Dang. Guess we get a plain old straight edge one. Okay. It's gonna be a little bit different. Just put a little bit more water on this. Should be okay. Roll it out. Should be good actually. Now this one, you don't necessarily need it to be round. I just need it to be long enough to reach all the way across the pie. Deep holy. Stupid thingy. That's why they told me to have an overhang. Dang it, I thought it would be okay. Alright, that's okay. Let's do another 2 minutes. So I don't know if you guys can see it, but the crust pulled away from the edge a little bit. Okay, so let's see, about 9 inches. So if we do maybe about an inch strips, maybe a little bit more than an inch. Wish I had a ruler. Don't have a ruler. Yeah, about an inch. Yeah, so we're gonna do about an inch wide strips. If I had a ruler, I'd be using a ruler, but this is all I got. It's not an inch. Oh, yeah, it's an inch. I'm about to be like, I'll just eyeball it. Nah. I know I'll forget that really quickly. So we don't want to necessarily cook the thing. Just kind of want to get it. Yeah, there we go. A bit crispy. Get the pockets of air out. Perhaps I need to buy some pie weights. Just kind of helping the steam escape a little bit. I need one more. So I'm supposed to bake them with them, but whatever. Hey, that one's pretty round. But it's supposed to be squares, and thanks for nothing. Just joking. Yeah. I guess I did okay. By the way, one of the best life hacks I've ever read was use your finger and like measure the different parts of it. Like for example, for me, each one of these on my fingers is an inch, about an inch. So 1, 2, about 3 inches. 6 inches is about like that. Use your body. And then I have to, this is about a foot. From wrist to elbow is about a foot for me. Then that way, if you don't have a ruler or something, you can always just use your body. Ta-da! It's so cute. Stupid thing. Alrighty. Okay, now that this settled in a little bit, I'm gonna bring this over. Da 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 da. I want to eat the apples. Okay. So, because I messed up a little bit with the crust and all that, I don't know. Ouch! I don't want to fill it up as much as I might have. Let's just see. Well, if I mounded it. I'm just worried that the crust... Oops. My water bottle! Just worried that the crust isn't going to be large enough to contain the goodness. It shouldn't boil over. Maybe? Ooh, and then I read something. Kind of help avoid some of the sogginess. Get a tray. Hopefully this actually fits in it. Okay, that's the second time I picked up a hot ass tray. Owie. Boop. So I'm gonna put this into the oven first. And get that heated up. That way, when we put the actual pie in there, it'll be on a hot plate. Hot plate. I don't know what I would do with this if I didn't use it all. Well. YOLO! Actually, that's not too bad. Okay. So now we're gonna do a lattice pattern. So basically it's like a basket weave. So what we're gonna do is take it and lay it across. Better use a short one. Since I'm pretty much at the edge, might as well use one of my shorter guys. It's your call how much space you want to put in between the things, but I've got about a half-inch or so of space between each of the things. It also depends on how many strips you got. If you don't have enough strips, doesn't matter how much space you want. This one's like so thick. There. Let's lay everything that we need on first. That way we can see if we need to make any adjustments. It's so cute. Ow, I keep touching it. Damn it. Okay, now comes the fun part. So, basket weave. So we gotta pull it up. Pull that one over. Then that one stays. Pull that up. Pull it over. Stays up and over. Bum, 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 bum. Apparently I've never done this before. So you're just gonna alternate up and over, up and over. Hopefully you're not a dummy like me and you don't have a hard time. Doesn't have to be perfect, just has to be, I don't know, weavy, basket weavy. Some of these are like super thick. We'll see how it turns out. Again, I haven't made a pie in a really long time. Last one. If I try to get fancy about how I weave, I'll get confused. And then it'll be bad forever about me. Just pull that over a little bit. I almost don't want to chop off this part because it'll just keep shrinking. Not really sure. Because like the other stuff shrunk in, so I'm wondering. Supposed to pinch it onto the dough, the existing dough, but there is no existing dough. So maybe if I'm gonna keep touching it. Stupid thing. It's gonna be an ugly pie. It's alright. Don't judge my pie. It'll be delicious, but it'll look like stuff. Ooh, I can use my fork. Smart. Where's my fork? You can always cut it off after baking. Yeah, true. So usually when you do a lattice, I don't think you would do this. But just trying to force the pie to stay. Gonna be the ugliest pie in the world. It's so ugly. There. Okay, last touches, and then we can finally bake it. We need an egg wash, so we need an eggie. Just one lone eggie. Bowl. Use the fork that we've been using. Put a little bit of water. Just a little tiny bit. Okay, and then apple pie. Hi, Skull. Hi, Wash. Wow, that looks great. Thanks, guys. I was thinking it was ugly as heck, but ugliest pie in the world? Do you remember baking pies in grade 8 cooking class? I've seen some pretty bad looking pies, but it tasted so good. That's the important part. Does it taste good? Is it edible? If so, everything's fine. I say that, but I'm the first one to be like, ah, it's ugly, I hate it. Okay, so just egg wash all around the edge. Could have probably put a little bit more water, make it a little easier on myself. All over the lattice. Ooh. Have I ever told you guys I hate silicone brushes? Ugh. You don't want it too wet, but want it to be wet enough, and then we get some delicious coarse sugar, my favorite. And then we're just gonna... Oh my goodness! What? I didn't mean to do that, but it looks amazing. Just gonna put all over the edge. Here, since I didn't accidentally spill some there. Ta-da! Just before we go... Just before we go into the fridge oven. We put the sugar, we put the egg wash. Okay, we're gonna put it into the tray that's in there. I'm gonna burn myself. Okay, good. I didn't even see how long to do it. 20 minutes, then 375. Let's get a before shot, or before it goes in the oven. I'll pull the screenshot. Why can't anyone make a good brush? They are always trash. To be fair, I don't even know where to get a brush. No, there goes the before shot. Yeah, sorry, I didn't see that till after. But I thought I held it up for a second, but I think we can get a decent before there. I guarantee you see them in the stores and didn't even notice them because all the brushes look cheap. Yeah, like I don't know if they're actually horsehair ones, but like the brushes that are made with hair or like fiber or whatever, those are way better than these silicone bullcrap ones. I hate the silicone ones. They don't work for shit. Also, hello, Wash. I don't know if I said hello. I can't remember. Washi. Howdy. How are you doing? this was clean except for flour. Time to clean up. It's always the worst part. Maybe I should make some ice cream to go with it. Oh. Oh, look, it's so cute. I didn't even notice. It's got a little ring of dough on it. Let's keep this just in case. I don't know what for. Hope my pie doesn't get messed up. You know, if you guys ever have any ideas on what you want to see on stream, please let me know. It's limited to what I can get and how much it is. But I will do my best. Somebody requested protein cookies a while back, but God, I suck at cookies. So I've been kind of putting that off, but someday. You should make an apple pie. Why didn't I think of that? What made you think of that? See? This is why I did this. Check it. Check it out. Ready? Ready? Easy. Peasy. Clean up. Ba-ba-bum. It's perfect. It's perfect, I say. Maybe next step is pumpkin pie for pumpkin spice season. I'll probably end up making a pumpkin cheesecake just because... Oh wait, no, my mother-in-law likes pumpkin pie. It's a good idea. It is... 'Tis the season. 'Tis the fall season. I'm excited for... Thanksgiving! Canadian Thanksgiving. Okay, because my thinking is next week for stream I'll do steak. I've had that thought for a while now, but I've kind of left it alone. But then in one of my cooking discords, somebody was like, "Hey, you know, I was hoping to get some pointers. I've never made I've never made a good steak in my life." And I'm sitting there, I'm like, "Shit, I've been making steaks since I was like single digits." So. Be cool to have something cool that can be followed. Like start to finish. Pumpkin pie. Somebody ordered a pumpkin loaf a few weeks ago, and that was really good. Oh, In search of followers, primes. Oh, that's what the Be Gone Twitch thought was. Ooh, Sam, is that your ban? Is that your ban saying? That's cool. But Sam, what if I want Twitch followers? Why are you against me? Just joking. Ugh, I don't want to do dishes. I also should make dinner. 6 o'clock? Is it Sunday? Oh. Hey, love? Do you have band practice today? Okay. I'll show you a Twitch follower. You will. Will they be as dedicated as you? It's okay, actually. Haha! I'm going to make some fried rice. Wait, I'm gonna... Now, this wasn't part of the whatever, but I gotta wait to cook, or I'm waiting for the apple pie to bake anyway, but I'm gonna get started on dinner. Today I am making... Today I'm making what's called Korean ground beef, I guess, is what the... What am I trying to say, guys? The name of the recipe is called... I made fried rice the other day and it was so good. Don't know if I need really half that, so okay. 4.5. 1 egg. I don't have carrots, so frozen veggies. Oops. Did they start a timer on the pie? Okay, good. Garlic. Onions. Rice. Let's do 3 tablespoons. Soy sauce. Mukbang stream. Half teaspoon of sesame oil. Okay. Yeah, probably not. Exactly. Since I'll be here mostly. Okay, so with fried rice, it's best to start with like... It's like 4. It's best to start with day-old rice if you can. If you can't, I don't think it's that big of a deal, but use what they say. So we're gonna start with... Ooh, actually, I'm gonna chop up the onions I need first. Onions I need. Eggy. Just so you guys know, this part of the stream, I'm not gonna try to be all instructional. Just gonna gotta get dinner done. Then, please. Can't remember what I was cutting earlier. Oh yeah, apples. Onions are kind of like apples. Probably want strips of onion. There we go. Whoops! Okay, starting with about two. That's probably about two tablespoons of butter. Probably too much. So let's do about one. 1.5. Whatever. Also, I'm a cheater. I use pre-minced garlic. So, oh goodness gracious. It's about time we had the mukbang stream. Do you guys actually want mukbang streams? I don't know how to do it, so you guys will have to... You guide me. I don't know. Okay, so once you got the butter going, you throw in the... onions. We turn it up just a little bit. See, now I regret taking out that little bit because we're gonna want that for when the rice gets thrown in. I think it's just a thing where you gossip and eat way too many calories. I don't think there's much to guide, just sit there and eat on camera. There are some weird ones though. See, I think what I'm thinking of are the weird ones, because the only references I have are like the weird, like kind of more hardcore stuff. I know that I'm supposed to talk about how it tastes and stuff, and I'm already annoying with that. I know that. I'm sure my husband would appreciate not having to listen to me talk about how it tastes. I'm trying to make him respond. Doesn't it taste like this? Doesn't it? Yes? You're just saying that. My onions aren't very even, but that's okay. Really want them to be small. I want to pick them out or I want them to be picked out if needed. So we want to cook the onions until they're just about starting to change colors. They start to kind of start to turn translucent. At that point, we want to add our garlic. If we add our garlic right away, like at the same time as the onion, it'll probably burn. It's about a half teaspoon. Yeah, a teaspoon of garlic. Oh wait. Oh gosh, I'm thinking of the wrong thing for the onions. Darn it, I jumped a step. Or 3. I do want them smaller. Dang, it's too late. That's alright. This will just be a funny looking... No, it's gonna be weird. I'm so picky. It'd be weird to have big strips of onion with your fried rice. So because I'm a dummy, I'm just gonna rough chop them. Rough chop. Just so there aren't big old strips of onion in the rice. Throw it there. And my garlic burnt anyway. Okay. Now since I'm going to be adding veggies, I'm going to do them right now before I add the rice. I wish I didn't mess up the onions, so my garlic would be burned. Oh my goodness gracious. I didn't mean to do that. It's only weird if you think it's weird. If only other people agreed with that sentiment with me. Martha doesn't think it's weird, that means it's not weird. That's what she says. Anyway. Should have cooked the egg first. That's right. Okay, get the veggies all cooked and stuff. Wish I didn't forget about my eggie. Let's see. At least that's just what I've seen on the surface. I'm not really interested in watching people eat. Yeah, you basically just eat on stream, talk a bit about what you're eating, and then keep doing it till food is gone. Huh. I was like, oh shit, I forgot about my pie. Okay, 75. Okay, reduce heat, 375. 30 to 40 minutes more. It's already beautiful. I don't know if I want to cook it for 30 more minutes. Jesus. Let's do 20. Okay, veggies are all in there. This rice cooker didn't used to burn the bottom, but now it does, so I don't like the bottom of the thing. Oops. Thing. Okay. The rice in there. Get it squished down. It's like chopping. Chop, 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 chop. Now, if you need to, this is where you would add more like butter and stuff. I definitely need a little bit more. I never used to like fried rice, but I'm trying to eat more veggies. And fried rice is a pretty easy way to get like a serving of veggies. And it may just be one, but that's one more than none. Yeah, stir it around. Oops. As the rice warms up, it'll be easier to kind of break them apart. I'm just using the side of the scapula. I'm using the side of the scapula. Spatula. And then salt. Oh my goodness, I forgot again. I'm sorry. Salt, pepper, sesame oil, and soy sauce. I turned my heat down just a bit, that way it doesn't burn the rice. God, I hate hard rice. Okay, so, what did we say? 3 tablespoons? Yeah, 3 tablespoons of soy sauce. Let's start with 2. Also, none of this low sodium soy sauce BS. Who does that? Okay, good thing we stuck with 2. Keep on mixing it. And then we want about half a teaspoon sesame oil. And you really don't want too much. I'm gonna eyeball this. You really don't want too much because a little too much sesame oil is way too much. Like, it's super overpowering. The moment you have too much, it's like, nope. No return. Yeah. I remembered! I don't like having like the little kernels of rice that aren't really like browned with the soy sauce. So I'm just gonna cook it until that's all ready. Or till all the rice is coated. Gosh, you guys, I hope that you can understand the English through like my version of English, because I don't know how to speak properly. Maybe a little bit more salt. Ba-ba-ba-bum. Did I miss the pie making already? Pie's in the oven. Yeah, she put the pie in the oven. She's making fried rice for dinner now if you want to stick around. Not too bad for me then. At least I didn't miss the stream completely. I appreciate you coming and hanging out at all, Kriya. I'm glad you're able to catch a little bit of the stream. Need to add some MSG. Lol, ancient Chinese secret right there. Well, it does make food better, also not actually bad for you. Well, it's in the same way that, God, what do you call it? Egg yolks were supposedly bad for you. Or eggs in general were bad for you. Like, oh, don't eat more than 2 eggs a week. Excuse me, I eat 2, well, not anymore. I used to eat 2 eggs every single morning. Well, a lot of people eat a lot of eggs every single morning. That's what I should do more. Eat more eggies. Okay. Fried rice is done. Let you guys look at that. Okay. Gonna do the beef. But we gotta make sure we know what we doing. Oops. Cup, brown sugar, sauce, okay, simple enough. Okay. We gonna brown some beef. You know I'm always down to support. Thank you, thank you. Or coconuts? Wait, what's coconuts? There's the beef! Woohoo! Beef. How's your day, Kuya? Did you just get home from work? Almost flew away. Off on the weekends. Noise. Noise, noise, noise. I forgot about the eggs for my fried rice. Dang it. I'll just cook it separately right after. I'll throw it in the fried rice in the pan. Actually, I guess I could. No, that's not going to be big enough. Actually, I suppose I could. Hey, you guys are actually watching me like cook for reals, not just like a, oh hey, look at me. Erg. Spent most of it building cabinetry for parts of the house. Oh, nice! I didn't know you did that. Like, full-on, like, stuff or like stuff from IKEA. Either way is cool, but... Saute. Oh my god, I want to go on vacation. I want to go stay at a hotel. I don't know why. For no reason. Yeah, it should be good for the pie. Building a mud room bench thing for the main entry, and we got IKEA cabinets for storage since we have all these gadgets from our wedding last year. Nice! Cool! It's really nice having a mud room. We've got one. At first I was like, this is so unnecessary. But it is actually very necessary. Or well, maybe not necessary. Very helpful. Advantageous. Oh, now I need more onions. These ones, I think, will be... Oops. I can smell the pie. Not very even, but... Cup, brown sugar. No! I remembered kind of just in time. Stupid camera. There we go. So maybe not quite a quarter. Just a little less. Ginger, red pepper, pepper. Ginger, quarter. Yep. Teaspoon of ginger. Red pepper flakes. Ooh. Okay, so I just whisked together brown sugar, red pepper flakes, ginger, and soy sauce. Just whisking it together. Sesame oil. 2 teaspoons. Ew. I'm gonna have to read your guys' stuff in a second. This was just water. Okay. I freaking hate having to get rid of the oil and stuff. Especially here. It's better to do it like this then. Damn it. I wasn't going to use all of it, but I think... Okay, well. Onions, garlic. Ba-ba-ba. Oh! Thank you for the follow, Dame Hex, I think. Oh my gosh, you guys are having your own conversation. I'm sorry, I have to concentrate or else I'll burn stuff. I promise I'm not ignoring you on purpose. Too much garlic. Actually, I guess I could have put the garlic in the bowls. Ooh, my pan's hot. Oh my god, everything's happening at once. Ouch. I just want to cook egg for my frickin'... So if I didn't forget, I would have tossed the egg along with the fried rice earlier, but I forgot. So it's gonna go like that. Okay, and then I'm gonna mix it in. I'm gonna bury the egg. That way Maybe a little bit of the flavors will mesh together. Or English. Maybe some of the flavors will mesh together. Because that's what it would have done in the pan. But okay, wait, let's get this pie out the oven. Okay, friends, you ready for this pie? Oh my god, I don't know if I'll be able to catch up to your conversation. Bum ba ba bum. Here's my pie. Oh my gosh, it's so hot. I was gonna hold it up to the camera, but sounds like a bad idea. Okay, put you away, put you away. Move you, put you there, you're done. There. Da-da-dum. Okay, so I'm gonna move this over since I'm just about done here anyway. You guys can... Hi, Vim! You guys can look at my pie while I finish up dinner. Bam! Oh, I'm supposed to put the garlic in here, but I didn't. But that's okay. I can put it in there. So I'm gonna add the sauce to the beef, the sauce that I was mixing. Oh. Just gonna mix it. Ooh. Be nice if it would thicken up just a little bit, but maybe it will. Down a bit. Didn't do a very good job breaking up all the little ground beefies, but that's okay. I sure wish I was part of that conversation y'all was having. Okay, turn down the heat. Ooh. Oh yeah, that's good. Poor thing. Time to scrolly uppy. Oh my god, you guys had a hell of a conversation. What's a mudroom? I'm not even gonna bother answering any of these questions. I'm gonna assume they've all been answered. What's a mudroom? Fried rice? It's like a room where you take your shoes off and you make sure you don't get the house dirty. It's kind of like a foyer. Never heard it called a mudroom before. Today I learned. I call it the outside but inside room. I found it odd to have a mudroom until I met her dog, so I think it's pretty to have now. That's exactly why I started liking mudrooms too. In Canada, it's foyer. In the US, it's foyer. Yeah, it's like a small entry room where you store all your dirty stuff from hiking or if you live in an area that rains or snows. Ooh, better answer. Yeah, we have 2 dogs that get pretty dirty from hikes and walk, and it'll do double duty once my wife and I have kids. Ooh, sounds busy. Same page. Poor Martha having conversations without her. Blah, blah, blah. Should put a little tablet or something near the stove that has chat on it. Oh, that's a good idea. Her tablet is in the other room. And I've got a plug-in right there, too. So I could mount it maybe like right here for you guys. But not for you guys, for me, guys. Just make sure that I don't burn dinner after all my efforts. True, true. Or maybe she'll have a super helpful person remind her. Can't imagine that. Yeah. Someone remind me? I have to remind myself to remind him. All the time. We brush our teeth with charcoal. We are used to things burnt now. But see, that's different. It's different. A certain significant other to remind her. I see you chopped the or copped or chopped. I see you copped the pre-chopped garlic from Costco. Yo, don't hate in that pre-chopped garlic from Costco. It's super nice to have. Lol, I'm not hating. Though I do have fellow chefs who will debate that with you. And that's exactly why I said when I brought that out. Yes, I do have pre-chopped garlic. That's exactly why. I know that people will have a lot of things to say about it, but that's alright. I have a jar in my fridge just when I'm feeling lazy. I have it too. Oh, now I'm at your compliments. Yes! Thank you, thank you. It is beautiful. Now I have to pull out my apple pie ice cream because it's going to be sad boy hour right now because I can't get an actual slice of that. I can't wait to cut into it. Making ground beef bulgogi. Yep, that's pretty much what it is. It's called Korean ground beef. And it actually tastes really good. And I'm super excited. In English-speaking countries, we say it like Canadians. Double duty. So you take a piece of us with you everywhere. If we keep typing, she will never be done chat. That's alright. I can read pretty fast. Pretty fast. Right? Okay. So, dinner's done. Pie's done. So I guess stream is done. I would do mukbang, but I like hanging out with my husband after eating stuff. If I had more whatchamacallit, more brain power, I would have been like, oh, I'll pre-plan the fact that I'll have a mukbang stream, but nope. Also, look at these bowls. I got them from a friend for our wedding ceremony. They're the best. They're adorable. Ooh, I bought, oh, God, I love plating stuff. Okay, wait, hang on. I gotta do this. Where's my... Duh, those look awesome. Thank you, thank you. Don't feel bad, enjoy your time with your hubby. I'm sure he wants me to leave him alone, but too bad. I'm gonna just plate this up while we kind of wrap up here, but thank you guys so much for hanging out. I appreciate you taking time out of your day to hang out with me, regardless of if you were here for 1 minute, 10 minutes, no minutes. Very much appreciated. Okay, so I think if I... Back on the garlic, I was buying so many fresh garlic cloves, but I wasn't using them often enough. And I was throwing a lot away. So I figured if I had the pre-minced stuff, then at least, you know, I could hopefully not waste as much garlic. And so far, so good. But the last jar of garlic that I bought like that, though, I think I ended up having to throw away 1/4 of it. So it ended up, I feel it ended up being the same amount of wastage, just then it's how much time did I save? Oh, that's not gonna work. There. No, it would have been better with white rice, but I wanted to make fried rice. That's alright. Dang it, you guys type too fast! Has he ever dropped on stream yet or nah? Yeah. She's dropped a few decoration things. Vocally, yes. Physically, no. Guess it be like that sometimes. Apparently clothes are required. Yeah, I don't want to get banned. She's trying to show off a flower she made once and dropped it. Oh, rip dreams. Does your island move? It does move. Oh, wait. What was I gonna say? I also dropped the cream puff. I dropped a cream puff. That's what it was. And I was too impatient to wait for the chocolate to harden, so I dropped a cream puff that had, like, fresh chocolate still on it. No. But not an egg. Yes, I saved the egg. Yes, the island moves, and also I will show you in a second here. It actually folds. Like, the work area folds. So you can kind of, like, store it away, basically. Ooh, fancy. Yeah, but not an egg. Have you seen my egg saving skills? Oh, I don't like my plating. I wish I had plain rice. But I bought sesame seeds specifically for this. I had to put that island together. Lol flex. I'm an IKEA building master. I was gonna say, or Amazon. You don't have an IKEA. Yeah, I was gonna say, this is Amazon. Our hero. Swoons. He does fix stuff and build stuff all over the house. Thank you, my love. In return, I'll cook you dinner. It's an ugly bowl, but that's alright. I was gonna have it be kind of like sideways. Like half and half or whatever, but because of the color of the rice, it didn't work out too well. Dinner! My bowl? My husband's bowl. Guess I can do his too. Isn't there so much in there? Doesn't that look so good?
Yeah.
Doesn't that look delicious?
Well, if it was actual crab, it wouldn't.
Ooh, crab. Just gonna give you the rest of the rice, my love. Anyway, thank you guys for hanging out. I wish you guys could have some food with us. If you're ever in Idaho, you're always welcome to come visit me. Ooh, wait, I gotta show off the pie and the... Gotta get a pie shot. Oh, you can get more beef if you want it. No, don't put your finger in. More apple pie. Bone apple teeth. Yeah. Bone ap the teeth. There. La la da da. Oh, Artice is Sydney gangsta. Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't. I don't know that I've ever mentioned that. I will cut into the pie, but first. Okay, wait. This is hot. It is hot. Eek. But first, we need a thumbnail. Getting some American Pie vibes here. Like warm apple pie. Oh gosh, I'm scared. I wish this wasn't so hacked. Okay, well, I was gonna take it out of the thing, but... Please don't drop the pie. Ooh, yes. Don't mind the fact that it's ugly up top. Oh my god, don't drop it. Oh god. It turned out beautiful. Have a great night. Thank you so much for hanging out, Washteria. I hope you have a good night. Thank you for taking the time out to hang out today. Oh my god, I want to get into it. I don't have a pie picker-upper. Wait, actually, I don't want to cut into it right now. Because it's still hot. So it's gonna, like, gloop out. So I'm gonna wait for it to cool. And then, I will post a picture of it on my Discord. And then, Kuya, I will specifically post, or tag you. So that, have you look at this. Oh wait, the filling will go everywhere. Yeah. Maybe she will record a video. Ooh, that's a good idea. That's a good idea. Okay, wait, hang on. Record video of apple pie! Of cutting apple pie. Ba-bum. I know, I'm full of them. You're full of it! That's for sure. Okay, guys, thank you so much for hanging out. See you guys next week for steak. But throughout the week I will be, streaming some games. So if you're around, come hang out. Have a good night, guys. Thanks for such a lively chat tonight. Night peeps, time for me to eat what you all are drooling about. See, that's not cool. That's not cool. Hey, wait, since I remembered. Maybe I'll raid somebody. Since I'm remembering. Okay, we'll do it right now. Also, the one time that I remembered to raid that one girl, that was basically, like, basically a clone of my channel. She got raided like 4 times that night, dude! I was like, damn! Shit, food and drink. Let's see, we had apple pie, so maybe let's see if anyone's got... Oh, somebody's got Korean food. 13 viewers. 13 is kind of homemade olive bread. Any requestuses? Friendses? Harry Potter cooking. That's me! I'm on the list! Wow, that's beast. I look forward to eventual Martha Raid Shadow Legend sponsor stream. Put it out there, guys. Manifest it. Energy. Rating yourself? No, I was just excited to see myself on the list of people streaming live. I was just like, oh. Let's go. Yeah, let's raid myself. Okay, guys, be nice to this streamer, okay? She looks like she cries a lot. Indian night, some kind of burger. Fabled kimchi and pickle stream has come. Do we want to do kimchi? Kind of go along with my with what's for dinner today. I guess so. Okay, guys, here we go. We gonna raid. I forget how to read. Strix Fire Tea. Okay, Franz, here we go. Ba-ba-ba-ba-bum. Thank you guys for hanging out. Have a good night, good morning, good afternoon, whatever the heck it is, wherever the heck you are. See you next time. Oh, I better close my stream. Later!